Alright, now instead of animating the hand from this point, what we're going to do is we're going to start animating the frame magazine. And since that's the part of the gun that the hand is linked to, it'll drag the hand along with it, and that's going to help tremendously with making sure that you have good contact with the magazine. Okay. So now I'm going to change this to local, and so he grabbed it. Now we're going to pull it out. I'm just going to give like 2 frames for that. So you're not going to want to go very far at first. And go ahead and rotate the thumb a little bit so that it's now gripping the magazine properly. Okay. Now, you're going to want to move the right wrist to sort of reflect the force of yanking that magazine out. So I'm just going to rotate the whole gun down a bit. And then I'm going to move a frame or two. Just pick the frame magazine as the reference. And then I'm going to move the whole gun down just a little bit. So, oh, doggone it. Alright, grab your frame magazine, go to 15, set a point, and make it the same as it was at 0. Okay, that's better. Now, local. Okay, now, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and set a frame at 35. And let's see. I'm going to make it the same as it was at 17. Alright, just so that the hand is still gripping that firmly. Now, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and move that forward a bit more. We'll be deleting that later. It's just there to make sure that the hand doesn't try going back to its default position. Okay. Now you need to do whatever you plan on doing with the magazine in order to get rid of it. This is the empty magazine, so I'm going to start kind of moving it. I'm going to toss it off to the left. Change that back to world. Go ahead and rotate my IK chain a little. Oops, don't animate the hand, animate the frame magazine. I'm just going to close this for now. And ahead and open up the fingers. Hang on. First, I'm going to need to set a frame for all of those. So about right there. Now go ahead and open up his fist here. Also spread out these fingers a little bit. Okay. Whoa. Alright, and now a little bit further, and let's just try to pull this magazine entirely out of the screen and put the hand back roughly where it was. Alright, now go forward a little bit more. Let's see. That's right. Yeah. And we're going to want to move the hand and the magazine down out of the screen. Okay, now a little bit further still. I'm just going to move this frame that we created a little bit further. Now select everything from basically the wrist this way and create a frame for it and put it to where it was at 15. The frame I just created. There. 15. Now that one we're going to want to move again sort of away from it all and down out of your view, and then we'll bring that up wherever we want it here in a minute. I'm going to have him pull it up from like real close to himself and sort of rotate it like this. So Go even further. Now, I'm going to go ahead and set a frame for everything and tell it to go to where it was at 35 so that the hand stays gone for a second or two before it comes back with a new magazine. Okay, and then alright, about here, I'm going to go ahead and set this to where it was at 17. Okay. Now, I think that it looks best if he sort of gets it almost lined up. And sort of fidgets around with it a little bit until it's really lined up. And then slides it in. Alright, and when he slides it in, you're going to want to do the same thing you did earlier, except opposite. You're going to want to rotate the gun up a bit, and also move it up a bit. I'm going to go ahead and delete that frame now. So let's see what it looks like so far. Alright, add that back. Go to this last frame. Select everything. Make a frame for it. And set it to where it was at 15. Except, let's raise that up a bit. It's maybe a little bit too much.